This video is about administrative discharge surveys. Discharge surveys should be conducted upon completion or termination from grant-funded services or 30 days from last service. As a reminder, if program staff completed an administrative intake or an administrative follow-up, you do not complete a discharge survey for that client. Completed surveys should be returned to the Office of Behavioral Health within 5 days of completion. Email completed surveys to gipra@maine.gov and include the agency abbreviation, client ID, and survey type in the file name. Participation in the GIPRA survey is at the client's discretion, and the client must give consent for each individual survey. If a client cannot be contacted or refuses to participate in a full GIPRA discharge survey, program staff completes an administrative discharge, or Section A, record management, Section J, discharge status, and Section K, services received. Next, we will go over how to complete the GIPRA form for an administrative discharge. The first question you will complete is client ID. In order to ensure that information collected in the GIPRA survey remains confidential and de-identified, do not include any identifying information about the client in the ID, such as name or initials, date of birth, social security number, or mother's maiden name. Each client should be assigned a unique client ID to be used at each data collection point. This means the same ID should be used for intake, follow-up, and discharge. If a client drops out of your program and later re-enrolls, they should use the same ID number. If your organization already uses de-identified client IDs, you may continue to use that number. For client type, select either treatment client or client in recovery. For survey date, fill in the date that you completed this form. For survey type, select discharge. For did the client consent to a full GIPRA survey, you would select no. And then move on to if you did not conduct a full GIPRA survey, select a reason and select one of the reasons below. Once you have completed this question, we will move on to Section J, discharge status. Next, you will complete Section J, discharge status, which is a program staff completed section. Next, you will complete Section K, services received, which is also a program staff completed section. For the modality portion, at least one service should be greater than 0. Once you have completed this section, you have completed a discharge survey, and you can submit this form to gipra@maine.gov.